Don't knock over the camera. I hit live. We here. I want to give people a sec to tune in. So I'm just gonna hit record. What's up, guys? Happy Friday, Sophia, Casey, Sharifa,
Let's go!
Charlie, Mike. What's going on? Hey, what's up? Thank you guys for tuning in. It's lit. It's gonna be a great time. We have absolutely no script for today. It's gonna be fun. I'm super stoked. Make sure that's good. I'm just proving that nothing in this world really matters at the end of the day. You guys are worried about what other people are going to say and think. Doesn't matter. We're not going to be here in 100 years anyway. It's all irrelevant. It's all contextual. I'm literally like dark on the live stream over there. Yeah, you good to go? All right, cool. Ready, 3, 2, and 1. What is going on, mother truckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Shift Your Mind, Change Your Life podcast. It's your boy, Coach Sal. We're back with Mr. Danny Cavallaro here today on this beautiful Friday.
Let's go!
You guys heard Mr. Cavallaro in the last episode. My boy, my fellow coach, he's back with us again today. Danny, what is going on, brother?
What's up, Salvatorio?
Nice to fucking have you here, brother. What a gift. What a gift to have my guy here in the studio. Is that what we're calling it? We're calling it the studio? This is the fucking stew, baby. I love it. I'm pumped. So me and Danny were chatting this morning. We had the intent to shoot some content for you guys. And you know what? We're like, hey, let's just get on live here and let's talk. Let's have a combo. And we're here to serve. We're here to help. If you guys have any questions that maybe are on your mind that you'd want to drop into the live stream, we'd be happy to answer that for you. But for the sake of time, because we got about, I would say maybe 20, 30 minutes to be here with you guys. We're just going to, we're going to have a conversation with you guys. So the title of today is Enough is Enough. So my intention with labeling that and why I'm speaking about that is for the last 4 years of being a coach, right, and trying to help other people, I've heard a lot of things. A lot of excuses, for lack of a better word. Now, I don't like to justify them as excuses because sometimes there is validity to that, right? We're human beings. We have things come about. But Danny could resonate with this. Yeah. We're just tired of hearing the arguments, I should say, for our limitations. And that's what we're here to unpack today, is maybe shedding some light on that. Maybe calling you out on some bullshit if that's the case. So, brother, take it away.
Well, here's the thing. So the topic for today is enough is enough. And I feel like we're talking to those people today that keep saying, I'm going to start at the end of January. I'm going to start at the end of February. And they keep waiting for this perfect time that's never going to happen. And that's why a lot of them are stuck.
Right.
They're waiting for this perfect time. Would you agree?
I would agree. So what does enough is enough mean to you?
Enough is enough means to me that you have to stop with the excuses that you're telling yourself. Not even excuses, because you said some are like valid,
right?
But just the story. You have to stop with the stories you tell yourself, like, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough time, and all those things, because it's just not serving you, it's not serving your future, it's not going to help you at all. And the thing is, like, oh, I don't know, but it's all under your control. So what don't you know?
Right.
You are in control of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. So stop living in the past. Stop saying, oh, but this happened, I failed this fitness journey, I failed this job, so I can't do it again.
Right.
That's just a BS story that you're telling yourself.
Ooh.
It's a story that you're telling, and it's not even true.
Right.
You're the author that's writing that fake story. And if you have the pen, rewrite the fucking story.
Oh, Danny with the nuggets coming out here swinging. He's coming out here swinging on this Friday, man. Fuck yeah, dude. I love that. So, Danny, I'm curious, man, if you don't mind me asking here, brother, like, was there a time in your life where maybe you were making up stories in your head, where maybe you were arguing for your limitations? Did you ever battle that at any point in time here, brother?
The things that I battle are the things I never really done before. So let's say on my fitness journey, I wanted to do a new personal record. especially like it brings me back to football
Mm.
because in the weight room you want to like compete with your previous self or like other people. So whenever I wanted to go like that extra mile, I would get scared.
Right.
And I would tell myself, oh, I've never lifted that much before. Be careful.
Mm.
Right? I never ran that, long before. Be careful. You never beat that time in that race. So like, why even do it? Because I don't want to fail.
Mm.
And for me, myself, I held myself back in a lot of things and didn't go as hard because I didn't want to fail.
Mm.
Right. I'd rather just like stay it safe
right.
and be okay
right.
than go all out and fail. So I feel like that mentality, for me at least, is like enough is enough. Just do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it when there's more risk, because either way, you're going to win or you might fail, but you're going to learn a massive lesson and keep growing instead of fucking staying stuck and doing nothing. Yeah. So that's kind of my history. What about you?
I love that. So just want to make sure I'm understanding correctly.
Yeah, for sure.
So you were saying that for a good chunk of your life, maybe you were holding back because you were actually scared to fail.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. So just to make sure that I'm understanding that. So for me, I couldn't agree more. That was a really heavy thing. I would probably say for football, not so much baseball, but football, I decided to really kind of be in the backseat a little bit. I had this idea in my mind because like when I was a junior, I wanted the seniors to like me. So like I wanted to be cool more than like being the red hat trying to earn a spot. Does that make sense? Because I easily could have been that guy in the red hats tearing it up, really trying. But in my head, I was like, I don't want to upset them. I just want to be cool. I want us to have fun at the party. And I don't know why I approached it that way, because looking back, I wish I was fucking just balls to the wall, because in reality, they probably would have respected that more. Like, yo, this kid doesn't quit. Right. He wants it. If anybody if they were going to survey, let's say, all the seniors, who deserves it the best, it would have been that kid for that reason, if they asked the coach. So that I resonate with that. And that part of, I don't know, I wish I would have done things a little bit differently. But that for me is like a piece of regret where I'm just like, you know what? It is what it is, but what can I choose to learn from that? Because obviously I can't change that. And I think a lot of us are maybe in that mentality of like, well, I did this, so that means I'm this way. And I can no longer change. That means I'm stuck. And then I'm going to feed this pattern, this loop as to the type of person that I am, right? So that's kind of what you're saying, right?
Yeah, they're rewriting
the
story.
It's rewriting the story, right? And I actually had, as we're talking here, Danny, we had a comment come in on TikTok.
Sophie.
So this comment says, this is what I consider toxic positivity to the fullest.
Toxic positivity.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds like the most woke thing I've ever heard. Okay. So what does that mean to you, Danny?
So can you read it one more time?
This is what I consider toxic positivity to the fullest.
Toxic positivity.
Is that even a thing? What is toxic positivity? Like, toxic is that positivity even possible?
I'm not even sure really what that means.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm not. Are they like not agreeing with what we're saying? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
that's what I'm getting, is that we're trying to be too positive where it's toxic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I'm interpreting
honestly, it. I don't know. Honestly, like if I'm putting out positivity and it's contagious, that's exactly what I want.
That's what we want. Why?
Because like this needs to rub off on more people, because the same people that are not getting positivity throughout their life are the same ones that are out of shape. They're low on energy. They're waking up not feeling fulfilled. Right. So that's why we put more positivity in that. And for that comment, I would clarify like what they really mean, because it could go like a couple different directions.
Right.
But we're here to just share truth. Like
it's truth.
We're not like, I'm gonna talk to that comment. Like we're not here to be positive, negative. We're here to share the truth. And the truth is, a lot of you aren't working on your goals because you keep telling yourself, oh, I'll start the next day. Right. I'll start the next month. But that's bullshit. So let's start right now. That's literally why we're here. If you don't resonate, maybe another TikTok will be for you.
Oh, that's the Mr. Cavallaro we've been looking for. Yes, brother.
That's
yes,
serious.
brother.
That's real shit. Are we not here to tell the truth?
I'm here to get fucking canceled, bro. I'm serious, man. Like 2024 is the year, and that's why I titled this. Like, enough is enough. Enough of the limitations, enough of the arguments, enough of all the bullshit that isn't serving you. Because the reality is we see right through that. Yeah. And you know what? Like you said, I think too many people are just getting bum slaps for mediocre work, mediocre effort. Like everyone's getting a trophy nowadays just because they tried to. Not actually being rewarded for the true effort. That's why I love bodybuilding. because you can't argue it, dude. There's anabolics, of course. We can entertain that conversation. But as you climb, everybody's doing that. But point that I'm trying to make is that when someone earns it and someone gets the trophy, it's because of the work that they've put in. So it can't be taken from you. So this comment, the toxic positivity, I don't think there's enough in the world. And that comment proves you're the exact person we're trying to speak to and the exact person we're trying to change. Because if you're feeling that way, we've been there. I mean, I don't know if I've been in that place, but case in point, maybe you're feeling shameful towards that because you deep down want it, but you're unwilling to maybe do the work to get there. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. That's really what it comes down to, is kind of like hiding from that work that they have to do. Like everyone wants to, quote unquote, like work hard and, really put in the effort, but they try and like beat around the bush and just like dip their toes in instead of really working through their problems. Because if you show up for yourself, you're going to actually like help that trauma you went through. You're going to actually help that anxiety, the depression you're suffering with. If you actually sit with it and do the deep inner work instead of like, oh, let me just try and forget about this. Like it never happened. That's when you're really going to be living out of just like fear, scarcity, fear of failure, fear of judgment. You just want to deal with that shit.
So what does the inner work look like for you?
The inner work looks like for me, I mean, I'm just going to be honest, workout. Go work out.
Training.
Go train. Because literally it's going to train your mind to be okay with being uncomfortable. Like that's the key with working out. Like you could go for losing weight, toning up, feeling confident, but really the key is you're training for life in there. When I'm in the gym, I'm like, I'm training for my fucking future family. I'm training for life. I'm training to strengthen my mind because I know if I crush this morning workout, the rest of my day is going to be so much easier, dude. So much easier. Like if I just put myself through that hard stuff, throughout the whole day, then all these things that happen to me are just going to be easy. Can I share something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I know you went through some stuff with your dad, right? And so last month, my dad had a stroke, right? And I share this, not to put like that energy out there.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm not looking for like...
Let it out.
Yeah, whatever.
Let it out.
But my dad ended up having a stroke, and I feel like for a lot of people, it would be challenging. And it was challenging on me. It was hard. But like for a lot of people that are not working on their health, working on their mindset, working on their emotions, doing the deep inner work. When that stuff happens, when true adversity happens, dude, they crumble. They don't work out. They call out of work. Like I was literally on the hospital bed, like rubbing my dad's neck. I'm fucking answering clients because my mindset, bulletproof, because I work on myself. I also have faith in God. I'm like, I know my dad's going to be okay. Right. But I kept pushing through, staying positive for me, my clients, because I know everything's going to be good because I always work on myself. Like I think of my brain as a bulletproof shield, adversity. But a lot of people, a lot of guys in the society, they're weak. They're not working on themselves. So when adversity hits, they fucking crumble.
Oh. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Prayers to you and the fam.
Yeah, love you, man.
I know you didn't mean it that way, but I appreciate
it's for inspiration.
Right, and I'm honestly moved by that as well.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know we can resonate on that, which is powerful. Sounds to me that that's your truth, man. Because it's in those moments where we're defined as people. Yeah. And that's what's powerful about coaching is you could help guide someone through that. Because like we were talking about earlier, most people don't have the environment that is going to support that, right? And it's like when shit hits the fan, is like, how do you respond to that?
That's the truth.
Who's around you? How are you treating yourself? Because for me, when my dad had his surgery, I didn't miss. I didn't miss a workout or a macro or a step. I was still there for him. Right. But it's the reality of the situation. There's only so much you could do. And I've heard this a lot of times, where things come about for people and all this, the first thing to go is the fitness. Isn't that remarkable? So unpack that, because I think that's a really interesting point that we both recently experienced.
Yeah, I would love to unpack that.
Yeah.
Because, what happened with your father, heart surgery?
Yep.
Right, so your dad had heart surgery. My dad had a stroke. We were going through this adversity. And when that happens to people, they put their health in the backseat. They're like, I have to take care of them.
Right.
But why I went even harder on my fitness journey was so I can be okay with myself and feel actually like more energy, be able to take care of my dad, take care of my mind. So the people just have it wrong. Literally put, like, they think they should put it on the health, like they're in the back seat to focus on them, but it should actually be first, so you could show up as the best version of yourself for that person suffering. That's what I thought. So it's not the excuse, it's the reason. If I saw my dad suffering like he was, I'm not going to put off my fucking health goals. It's going to be even more of a reason so I can commit to my health to take care of him with more energy, if that makes sense.
Makes total sense. Because the reality is, Danny, I would venture to say that your dad doesn't want to see you sacrifice what you're doing for him.
No.
Right? No. He wouldn't want you to say, yeah, you know what? Skip out on all of it. Don't do any of it. No, he would want you to show up.
Yeah.
And he would want you to double down.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to do. Yeah. And it's like, to hear you speak about that is inspiring. First off, makes me emotional because you're tugging at my heartstrings, you know, my dad and shit too, you know. But that's the thing, man. Yeah. Is like what we're doing and the message that we're trying to get out is a lot more than just losing a couple pounds. Yeah. Because it is, yes, of course, building muscle is great, but it's ultimately all the rewards that you get as a byproduct of that. It's who you become in the process. It's the confidence that you create and how you take that energy into your job, your careers, and your relationships, and all of that. So the first thing for anybody, if you're listening and like you're struggling with maybe anxiety, depression, self-doubt, worth, whatever it is to get back in shape. Because I'm sure you could agree, when we're at our lowest, what is usually not present?
Yeah.
Our health, our fitness. Because when I look back on my life, when I'm at my lowest points, the gym wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't taking nutrition seriously. I wasn't getting good sleep. Like the simple things that we all have the capability to work on, but we're too busy. What are we really too busy with? It's so comical when you think about it.
Dude.
Enough is enough. That's the thing.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough, bro.
And with lowest points in our lives, when you're at a low point, chances are your fitness is in the backseat, just like you said.
Why?
Because
why is that the thing that goes?
Because people don't realize, like, that's the medicine right there.
Right.
Like, if you're low, people are looking for like these quick fixes. They're drinking, right? Watching porn, doing all these things, like trying to find these escapes, instead of taking the medicine, which is your health and fitness, and actually working on that.
Beautiful.
And just think, like, you probably never met someone that was really healthy, really in shape, and they were going through a low point.
Well, I think it's in this.
It's contextual. It is.
It is.
It's hard to fucking be in great shape and then like be depressed.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Usually, when you see fit people, that always intrigued me when I wasn't fit. When I wasn't fit, I was like, why are these people so fucking happy all the time?
Energetic.
I'm like, when you're not in it, you're resentful. You're like, why are you so like?
Exactly.
But then you realize, like you said, such a great point, bro. Is like it's medicine. Yeah. It's like it's truthfully, it's life. Yeah. Like I don't know what movie that is, but it's like the Fountain of Youth. I don't even know if that's a good reference. You know what I'm trying to say? Where like if I was to literally take this coffee mug for those who are on the live and drink it, it would give me life. Is that what that is? Yeah. I was drawing a blank on that, but that's what I feel like the gym is, because you're able to go to war with your mind every single day, not to get so fixated on training all the time, but it's our outlet, you know, because unless you force, and you know what's crazy about it, like a side note to this, is that it's something that you almost have to force yourself to do because it's not regimented. No. Do like typical 9-to-5's job, like are they going to say, hey, you have to work? I'm sorry, go to the gym. That's what I meant.
Oh, no shot.
That's what I meant. Sorry. I lost my train of thought there for a second.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused. But
yeah. Call me out, bro.
No, I thought that's what you meant. But
that's what I meant. Yeah.
It's optional, and that's why people don't do it.
It shouldn't be optional, though.
I get that. That's what we're trying to preach. You know?
Right.
That's what we're trying to
That was the example that I was trying to make, is like jobs don't require you to be in shape, but they should.
Oh, dude. Like, I'll say this, if I could go on a little tangent.
Go, let it out, brother.
Like, we're entrepreneurs, and I know we have aspirations to do big things, right? We want to change a lot of lives, and eventually, I know we're going to be partnering with some people. Like,
I already am. I already have partners.
Exactly. You partner with people. I know eventually maybe we're going to partner together.
Most likely.
And like, you just want, especially when it comes to like investments and stuff, you know, it's good to have partners in the game.
Absolutely.
The thing that tears me, I'm just going to have a hot take.
Go ahead.
If I have a partner and they're interested in business, they want to have a business opportunity, and you're overweight,
Mm.
red flag.
Why?
Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you're not consistent with your health and fitness journey, if we're doing some type of deal, we're doing some investment, and adversity hits, how the fuck are you gonna react?
Oh.
If you're overweight, not in shape,
Yeah.
not working on your health, emotions, mentality, and we go into business together,
Right.
that's a risk.
It is.
It's a fucking risk.
Isn't that crazy?
So when I'm trying to advance my career, like number one is, do you have your health in your mindset and your emotions?
It's everything.
Then I'll move forward. I'll probably look away if you're not taking care of your shit.
That's remarkable. And I would 200% agree. Because a big reason coming off of the speaking opportunity that I just had, we were just talking about that before the live stream.
Yeah.
You know, that was a huge opportunity for me.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you, bro. And the reason I got that was because of how I'm showing up. I walk the walk, because 100%. If I'm going to walk into that room, right, with my stomach fucking hanging out, do you really think Mike is going to take a chance on me to fucking speak? Absolutely not. And he said that on the call. He's like, this guy looks the way he does, and we immediately respect him because you understand what it takes to get that. Right. Even if you're taking supplements, right? You still can't fake the discipline and all of that. Yeah. And that's what I mean. And I agree, because any business partner that I have is in shape. Yeah. Because if you can't even get yourself right with your physical stuff, like, how can I possibly trust you in the other areas?
That's the thing. Trust.
It's trust.
If they can't even trust themselves,
right?
How the fuck can you trust them?
Right. It's
if
like,
you say, sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym.
Yeah.
And you don't do it, you just broke a promise to yourself. Why would I ever do business with you?
Right. Because
why would I ever trust you?
If it's as easy for you to just hit fuck it, right, and not go to the gym, where else are you making that decision? Where else are you putting in those same efforts? Exactly. Right. So there's no accident to that. And that's why I feel like success in business is directly correlated to how you're showing up with your fitness. So maybe if you're struggling financially, that would be the first thing to look at. 100%. Right or wrong?
I agree.
Let's go down that.
Okay. I mean, if you're struggling financially, the first place you have to look at is your mindset.
Why?
Because honestly, when it comes to building these opportunities in your life,
right,
it just comes from you being prepared. Like, a lot of opportunities are presented to guys, but they're not ready because they don't believe in themselves. They're not in shape. They're low on energy. They're low on confidence. There's opportunities that happen to everybody, but you're going to actually take it if you're actually in shape, you're working on your health, you're feeling good, right? So if you're financially struggling, the first thing you have to do is invest in yourself. It sounds like counterintuitive, but you need to actually take that bet on yourself, because energetically, if you just invest in yourself, then more abundance is going to come back to you. It's just like a natural law.
And you believe that?
I 100% believe that. The more that you invest in yourself, the more that you're going to get back. It's just a natural law. Because if you stay in the scarcity mindset,
right,
I have to save for this house, going on vacation in May, can't fucking wait. And you coach sick. Guess what? All those opportunities that life has for you, they're going to be saved.
Wow.
They're going to save it. Life's going to hold you back. God's going to be like, nope. I'm only going to give it to you if you take that jump.
Right.
You don't realize that shit.
Right. Dude, fucking Coach Danny with the nugs, dude. That might have been the best 60 seconds I think I've ever gotten from you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
As far as like energy and passion, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. It's really cool to see that, bro.
What's Sarah think?
Sarah's lighting up in the comments. Yeah, bro. Now, for those who are listening, man, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you. We got about like 10 minutes left. If you want to just keep expanding on that, you know, because
let me hear your thoughts on it.
Well, because what you're saying is, I actually lost my train of thought. Can you go back to financially?
You have to be working on yourself.
Right.
So you know.
Because when I was broke coming out of school in 2019, when I had 50K of student loans to pay back, do you know what I was? Overweight, out of shape. I actually couldn't. I've talked to you about this before. I couldn't even afford a gym membership. I had to ask my mom for gas money.
Right.
Imagine that. I'm 22 years old, graduated college. I was a former D1 athlete. I had to move back in with my parents. Hey, Mom, can I get some money for gas? Wow. What a loser. Crazy. And I remember one day she came home and she won a free 6-month membership to a gym, specifically Crunch Fitness in West Babylon on Long Island, for those who don't know. And when I came out of school, that's where I trained because I won that. Well, she won that free membership. Imagine that. I couldn't even afford it. My mom won a free membership in a fucking raffle. That's where I got back into it again.
Crazy, man.
I was at such a low point. And I remember I was driving my little 2007 BMW 3 Series. I thought it was so fucking cool. You know, the car was worth like $3,000. It was a piece of shit. It was literally like a moving closet. It was so tight in there. But anyway, I remember sitting in the parking lot of Crunch Fitness in West Babylon for probably like every time I would work out, probably like good 20, 30 minutes. And I would wear the same gray Adidas shirt every single time because it was the only one that fit me at the time. And every single day I'd walk in and immediately my face would just go like beet red. My hands would be sweating. My heart was racing. I thought everyone was looking at me. Did my ass crack just come out? I don't know. You know, am I doing this right? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. But like, those were the thoughts and feelings that I was experiencing when I was first getting back into it. And I think that for everybody, there's a point. Would you say that there was a point for you? I don't know if that correlates to what you were saying, but that was completely off tangent. But
was there a point where I was like nervous walking to the gym?
I was just thinking back to when I first started.
Yeah.
And I just remember those emotions because you were saying the original point was how fitness is correlated to finances, right? So I was thinking about when I was at my lowest financially, it was my lowest fitness-wise too. So that's where I was. So I was in that state of energy because you were talking about the energy transfer of what you put out is what you're going to get. I wasn't putting anything out. I was putting out video games, porn, wasting time, drinking, vaping, hitting my friends' jewels, bumming drinks, staying out late. Of course, then my results are going to mirror that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no accident.
Yeah.
As opposed to now, it's the complete opposite.
Right. So you're putting
debt-free.
The input is different.
Right. So now debt-free, having a house, business owner, being in the best shape because of
the input.
The input, brother.
Your actions are different. That's just how to boil it down. Like if you're watching and you want something different in your life, you have to change the input. You have to change the input to change the output. And Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result.
Oof.
And that applies to fitness because people this year, 2024, they're like, I want to get healthy.
Right.
And they go do P90X, that old program that put all the way fucking back on. They try that keto diet that they tried in 2016. They lost weight. They put it back on, but let me just try it again. Why would you do that?
Right.
You have to change the input, get a different output. Finances, career, relationships, like you're going to live that same life unless you're changing the actions.
Oof, that's a good one. Not to cut you off, brother. We're getting close to the time mark here.
No, yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to share before we wrap up here today?
Man, if you're watching or listening, and I mean, like you're really just looking for change. First of all, follow Sal, follow me. First of all, but like for a quick message. There's no way to really like work around this, but you have to be just taking those disciplined action steps. And I think the biggest thing that you should just like take away from this is stop living your life based out of emotion.
Ooh.
Because you're going to wake up and maybe you feel motivated now because you have like our voices, our energy right now, but tomorrow or Monday, like that alarm's going to go off, it's going to be early and you're going to be fucking low on motivation. You're not going to want to work out. You're not going to want to eat healthy. It's what you do and how you show up in those moments that literally characterize your whole fucking life.
Wow.
How you show up, no matter how you feel. Because, dude, there's going to be times where I'm sure you don't want to go on a coaching call or do podcasts like you're tired. You don't want to go to the gym, meal prep, but you fucking do it anyway. And that's why you are very successful because you show up no matter how you feel. So if people just do that, and they just like numb themselves and just like show up no fucking matter what, dude. I mean, they are going to get extraordinary results. Yeah.
Remember the other day when you came, so wrap this up last point here. That was awesome. Couldn't agree more. When you showed up, I think it was last week. And I was like, does your fucking girlfriend hate you? Good. Pick up the phone, right? Yeah. That scene of Wolf of Wall Street, I think if you haven't seen it, you must be living under a rock. But that's what it is. It's that. And I always like to reference that because it's so powerful.
It's true.
He's like, good. Does your landlord want to evict you? Good. Pick up the phone and start down. If you know the movie, you know the reference. And that's how we live our lives. Doesn't matter. I didn't want to get up out of bed today. What am I going to do? Get up out of bed, work for 4 hours before he gets here, didn't shower, and then I just hop right in and now we're here. That's it, bro. So appreciate you, bro. This was awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. You could follow Mr. Caballero at
Danny Cavs4, Danny CAVS4.
That's kind of confusing.
Instagram.
Can you say that again?
Danny Cavs4. That's Danny CAVS4. Is that
No, I was just fucking with you. Danny Cast 4, give him a follow. We appreciate you guys. Hope you got some nuggets. If you did, shoot me a message. Go ahead and share this with a friend who needs it. Emma talks about that all the time, so we're going to keep that theme. Share this with a friend who needs it. We appreciate you guys. Have the best day of your entire lives, and we'll see you soon. Much love. Peace, love, protein.
Peace, love, protein.
Let's get it. See you guys next time.
Boom.
That's it, baby. Nice job. Thank
Carolyn.
you. Bye, guys.
Carolyn.
Ciao,
Good
bro.
shit.